Hey, shrimp and grits, it's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 17 review. Yo, y'all had me cracking up in the comment section last week, because y'all know last week I thought that this week's episode would be the season finale, but y'all was like, nah, Keisha, we got 2 more episodes to go, and I was like, no! No. Why? I'm so sick of these heifers. Just want to pull my hair out. Like, can it be over already? Jeez Louise. But here we are, and next week will be the season finale episode. But before we get into it, you guys, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be dropping a behind-the-scenes tea exclusive video on Winter and Yusha from Love and Marriage DC. If you watched this past week's episode, then you saw a shift in their relationship. And I know the behind the scenes tea as to why things started to change for Winter. And I've been sitting on this tea now for a year. So make sure you guys tune in to get this tea, because you are not going to believe it. So that video drops tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. And you guys, this Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time, I will be dropping my long-awaited expose on Larsa Pippen. Y'all, it is so good. I have done so much research on this chick, and baby, when I tell you she has lived a life, and y'all do not want to miss this. Y'all know when I tell y'all to tune in for something that I never disappoint. So make sure you guys tune in this Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time for my exclusive expose on Larsa Pippen. And if you have not joined the High Tea Squad, join right now. The join button is right next to the subscribe button. We are up to like 30 something members. They have been receiving early access to videos and everything. So y'all might want to go ahead and join, and don't be excluding yourself from the fun. But let's get into this review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. So this week's episode kicks off with Nneka and her husband going to get her inseminated with his, jizz, so they can hopefully get her pregnant with her eggs and everything. They had to go in the little room, to get the jizz up out of him, and the cameramen were disgusted, as we were, because they did not want to hear what was going on in that bathroom, child. Mia and G go to couples therapy, and she says that when she initiated divorce the first time, that he emptied her bank account so she wouldn't leave him. And she was like, that is a schmusive. The fact that lady said that was the A word had me hollering, because that was something that I could see like Cher on Clueless saying about her husband if she tried to leave, child. But I'm like, Mia, I'm pretty sure all that money in your account was his in the first place, ma'am. That man ain't no fool. He know the reason why you was with him, okay? But also on the other end, like, gee, this is a part of the game. You knew what it was when you married somebody that many years younger than you. That was a pretty girl. You knew what it was. You know what it is. Who was that? Jill Scott? Yep. So, you could tell Mia has checked out at this point. I don't even know why she was still trying to pretend like she was into him and this marriage. She was already mentally, physically, all of that. She was done. It was shut down. But he is still in it and trying his best to hold on to her. He's holding her hands and everything. And she is looking like, get off of me. She looked like she wanted to go wash her hands immediately. After that, we see Mia get all of the ladies together, minus Kiarna and Nneka, to talk to them about a magazine shoot for a local magazine called Monarch magazine. And they wanted the ladies to be in the magazine and do a photo shoot with, powerful Black women that basically paved the way for them. And Nneka and Kierna weren't invited to be in it because they're newbies, basically. Nneka seemed a little bit disappointed, but understood the assignment. So Candias was chosen to be Diana Ross. I could see the vision, but I would have chosen maybe somebody else because she's so tiny and petite. Maybe like a Eartha Kitt or something like that off the top of my head. Jizzy, unfortunately and disrespectfully, was given Beyonce, and the editor talking about because they look alike. I curse the eyes that are in your face, sir. Don't you ever in your life say that Gizelle and her pack of sausages, Jimmy Dean's sausage neck, look like my Beyonce. My Beyonce don't have legs that look like they are always with gout. Okay? They look like they swollen. Don't ever in your life play with Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Okay? Please don't do that. If anything, y'all should have had Giselle being Vanessa Williams. Duh. Same age bracket. They look literally alike. Same eyes, all of that good stuff. Skin complexion, hair color. And let's not forget, Vanessa Williams did pave the way in the beauty pageant world and in acting and singing. Please don't. Y'all should have had me running this photo shoot. Then they had Karen being Lena Horne. And I was like, she should have been Miss Tina. Miss Tina knows. She birthed the greatest performer ever to grace the stage. Duh. Then they had Ashley being Dorothy Dandridge, which was an eye choice. That was cool for what it was. You know, I'm not going to really have too much to say on that one. Mia was chosen to be Pam Grier, which I was like, what? Why? No. She should have been chosen to be Bigfoot. Chewbacca. One of those. But Pam Grier, maybe like a WNBA player. A wrestler or something. I don't know. But Pam Grier just didn't coagulate for me. Wendy was chosen to be Shirley Ralph. I guess I feel like maybe she should have been maybe Cheryl Underwood. I'm going to HE double hockey sticks. No, that was a cool one to be for Wendy. I like Wendy a lot. Robyn was chosen to be none other than Mariah Carey. And I was like, what? Huh? Was whoever chose that, were they high? Like, excuse you? If anything, she should have been chosen to be like Michael Ealy. Even though he's a man, she could have been chosen to be John Sally or Hulk Hogan. But Mariah Carey, absolutely not. Like, y'all was playing in our face, okay? We're not gonna do that. We're simply not gonna play these games. But anywho, they do the photo shoot. It's really cute. The ladies look nice and all that good stuff. Then we see Roberto and Juan go look at a property for this Glow 30 franchise that she's doing. And I'm like, Robyn running a business is one of the worst decisions I think that they could possibly make. This girl has had so many financial problems, and you're going to run a business, ma'am? You have had tax issues. You lost all your husband's money. Like, Bernie, ain't no way I would let Robyn squander money and put it into a business that she's not going to know how to run. This is a recipe for disaster. And I don't understand why nobody's telling her that this is not the move. I would rather for her to just put it in a bank account and let the money grow with an IRA or something like that. I don't know. Do some stock market stuff. I don't know. Build you a portfolio. But a business? No. And this was another big clue that, yeah, this is a horrible decision. They're looking at the space, and Juan asks Robyn, what would your budget be for a space like this? This lady says in front of the realtor, I don't know. What? You don't even have a number? Girl. Then when the lady got to telling her how much they charge per square foot, she didn't know how much the total was. So she goes, she couldn't add it up in her head and didn't even think to like take out her phone or ask what it was. She was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Girl, she didn't know what number that lady was saying, but it was $68,000. And Robyn, girl, no, this is a horrible idea. This business is going to fail unless she have somebody coming there and run it for her. But it could be somebody that take advantage of her. But this is just a horrible idea. But Juan seemed to have stars in his eyes because it's obvious that he gonna be working her. Cause he was looking around like he about to be the manager, cause we know he still ain't got no job, which is a problem for me, cause I don't know why he ain't been cutting people grass, shoveling snow, painting people houses. He could have been doing something, child, instead of sitting up on his butt just collecting that salary for a year. And I hope that they saved that money that they had coming in, child. But this is a mess. This is a mess. But Wendy, on the other hand, shoots the pilot episode for her talk show, and it really looked good. It looked fantastic. She had a lot of high profile women there. They were all engaged, and hopefully this is something that could get picked up, because if she plays this right and have the right people behind her to submit this to different networks, this could actually be something for her outside of like a YouTube type thing. It looked really, really good. I'm very happy for Wendy. So, it's the day of the G&A fashion show. Gizelle and Ashley, they have come together to make a exercise fitness line. Two of the most unstylish people ever have come together to put a clothing brand together, which is just beyond my belief. But unfortunately, Gizelle father is in the hospital. He had, I believe, brain cancer, if I'm not mistaken, which is just horrible. So she's, of course, going through a lot. She's stressed out. She's a daddy's girl. Does Gizelle? Yeah, we found out Gizelle got a whole sister that we ain't never even met. Correct? Yeah. So I guess it's her and her sister. But she's going through a lot. But all of the ladies, including Jacqueline and Deborah, are invited. And I'm just like, why is this chick here? We have gone all season without seeing this lady and her long face and them bushy brows, child. But here she is. She even has the nerve to speak to Wendy. And I'm looking at Wendy like, why did you speak back? Like, I would have told her, girl, if you don't get up out my face. And then Wendy gonna have the nerve to say in her confession, see, that's that fake ish. Yeah, it's fake on both of y'all parts. Because why did you even speak back to her? I would have been like, if you don't get out my face, Oscar the Grouch, you better go somewhere. So the show starts. The clothes look a mess. Most of the pieces were like shiny cat suits that nobody is going to wear to the gym. The fabric choices were horrendous. They looked flammable and looked like they smell like fish. Then you had outfits that were so inappropriate that nobody's going to exercise in them. They literally had one girl come down there with like a half hoodie on and like this bodysuit that went up the crack of her behind. Like, who wants a wedgie while they're doing squats? No, girl, I'm not about to play with them. They had them girls coming out there looking like superheroes for the CW. Like, I don't know what was happening. It was a fool, okay? A whole fool. But after the show, Mia tells the girls, Gizelle is going through a lot. Her father's in the hospital. And Wendy is like, well, y'all dragged me when my mama was in the hospital, and Gizelle was laughing and all of that type of stuff. So she was like, of course, I wish her father well, but don't come to me of all people about feeling sorry for her. And I get where Wendy is coming from, and I understood where Candace was coming from also. But even if you don't want to feel sympathy for her, this is still her father. And we all know Gizelle is a horrible person, but that's still that girl father, and he's innocent in this situation. So I would have even respected the fact that, okay, she is going through something, that this is detrimental. And even though she did do me this way, I'm not going to do her that way. You know what I'm saying? I would have just been like, it is what it is. God bless her and her family. I wouldn't even brought up the stuff about my mom and all that, because we all know what she did and what she didn't do. But this is somebody's parent at the end of the day, and we all know how much Gizelle loves her father. Unfortunately, her father ended up passing away, but it was just unfortunate. So Gizelle ends up leaving as soon as the show is over, because she needs to get back to her father in the hospital. So production ends up wrapping up at 9:56 p.m., but the girls are still mic'd up. So everything that's going on is still being heard on their mic packs, right? So I'm wondering, are they going to use the footage that ended up popping up online from other people that were there at the event, so the altercation can be shown? Because what they showed tonight was just audio. So we hear Deborah go over to Candace and was like, Candace, is there anything you and I need to talk about? And Candace was like, absolutely not. The help is talking to me. Can you get the help away from me? So Deborah was like, you called me Sesame Street. You didn't say any of that in front of me. And now y'all told me that she actually did a video last year where she was doing a little skit with Sesame Street characters and was saying she was unbothered by the whole thing. But now, a year later, she's coming like, say it to my face, she got an issue. So obviously she's doing this for clout, camera time, whatever the case may be. So Kiana jumps in and was like, this is not the place. This is not the place. And then I heard her say, is this your friend? To somebody. I don't know who she's talking to. Deborah was like, but you didn't have anything to say to me in front of my face though, right? But when I'm in front of you, you don't want to say anything, right? To Candace. Next thing you know, we hear Candace say, stop, 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 stop. And we all know from seeing the footage that it seemed like Kiana was trying to diffuse the situation, but I think in the process of her trying to get Deborah away from Candace, fingers got the wagon or whatever the case may be, and then boom, bow, they tussling, and everything is just a mess. People falling on the floor, punches are being thrown, and it is absolute insanity. But I will say that Candace didn't start it this time. Deborah did. You know, she really honestly did. It wasn't even that deep. You do look like a Sesame Street character. And you went in her face and you asked her, is there anything she needed to say? And she said not. But at the same time, she did call you the help in your face, ma'am. So that gave you the answer right there. Like, she still played in your face at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And she got what she was looking for. It's unfortunate that she and Kiana ended up in an altercation. You know, I like Kiana and I hope she comes back next season. I really, really like her, but this Deborah girl gotta go. And Ashley knew what she was doing when she invited her. Ashley is the worst. She really is. The two worst things that have happened this season are all due to Ashley. The situation with Nneka and Wendy, and now this situation, because you know what she did last season, lying on these girls' husbands, and then you invite her back. Ashley, you ain't ish. You in your forehead. And now I don't feel sorry for you. And I hope Candace eats you up at the reunion. I really hope she do, because you ain't learned your lesson yet. But overall, I'm going to give this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, I'm going to give it a B+. This is one of the better episodes of this season. I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. And I can't wait for the season finale episode next week. And I can't wait for the reunion trailer to air and for us to get these looks, honey. But Let's talk down below in the comment section about this episode. Y'all tell me what y'all think, and remember to tune in to my Larsa expose and my behind the scenes tea on Winter and Yusha from Love and Marriage DC. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.